Hello, hello, hello. All right, this is weird. I see that there are 13 people here, but I don't see anything happening in the chat. Let's see, participants. It only says it's me. I can't. Can somebody write something in the chat? Oh, there's Michelle. Hi. Okay. Hi, Michelle. I'm like, nobody's here. Why am I going to do this? Okay, so only Michelle. It's Michelle and I. I'm Laurel and Sophia. Okay, so it's just taken a while. So weird. Hey, you guys. Happy Monday. My goodness, is it me or is the energy just like bizarro Jerry? Hey, Cassidy. Hey, Pepper and Ashley. Hi, you guys. Okay, so just a quick setup to see if everybody remembers. So remember, there are more of you than there are of me. And this feed moves faster than I can pay attention to. So if I don't get to your question, it could be two reasons. One, I'm not trying to purposely pass on you. So don't take it personal. I just may have missed your question. Actually, three reasons. Two, your question may just be too general. I'm looking for really laser focused, specific questions. So questions like, what is up with my love life? Or what is my life purpose? Or what is the best career that I should be doing? We don't have enough time to really investigate that on this quick live session. So I really need super succinct questions, very laser focused. And the other thing is if you ask more than one question, you're only going to get one question answered because there are people who want their questions answered. So if I'm taking several questions from one person, it's kind of not fair. So I am trying to be as fair as possible, but please don't take it personal if I don't get to your question this week. I do these every Monday, so there's always next week. And if I have answered several of your questions weeks in a row and I haven't gotten to some other people, I just think, again, it's just kind of fair to let people who haven't had a question yet have their questions. So again, whatever the case, please don't be offended if I don't get to your question. The other thing is sometimes we have questions that other people ask. So, and if you're watching this in a replay, pay attention to the information that I give you because you can also take that information with you if it resonates with you, okay? So again, you take what feels right, toss what doesn't. Spirit is brilliantly intelligent and will piggyback answers onto other people's questions, okay? So let's go ahead and let's begin. And just a heads up, Buttercup, I've been fighting a migraine all day. So I'm going to do my best. My energy is off. So we'll see how long I last. All right. So let me scroll up here. Ooh, hi, everybody. Hey, Piano Fingers and Alex and the Phaedrus and Wilhelmina and Morgan, Laurel, Noor, Sophia, Khalid, Serena. Hey, you guys. Nice to see you. Okay. So we'll start off with Cassidy Halpin. Hello, Terrie. Hello, Cassidy. Will the boy I was in love with come back into my life and want a relationship? Well, I got to ask you, why do you want a relationship with a boy? Don't you want a relationship with a man? Just saying. Okay, let's see. I don't feel like he's going to be coming back to you in the time frame that you're wanting. So, if I'm wrong, awesome, right? And if I'm right, I'm really sorry, but I just don't feel as of this conversation right now. Look at that. That's crazy. I just don't feel as of this conversation he's coming back. Okay, I'm sorry. Hey, Pepper, Ashley Sigler. Hey, Terrie. Hey, Ashley. Will I have any children? And if so, how many and what gender? Okay, there's a lot of questions there. I'm only going to answer one. Will I have children? I do feel like you will have children, and I do feel like they will be biological. I also feel like there will be two genders. I'm not getting that. So I'm going to go ahead because I've already answered more than one question. So I'm just going to go ahead and move on from that. But hopefully that brings you some sort of relief. Hey, Morgan. Hey, Wilhelmina. Hey, Phaedrus. Piano Fingers. Hello, Terrie. Hello, piano fingers. Your weekly energy reading really got to me. And with the recent email from my boss, should I be looking for another job or career? Being a pianist is very hard in these COVID times. Okay, so first of all, I don't remember anything that I tell anybody. Information, literally, I channel it. It goes right through. My clients know this, so every time they come to me, it's like a new reading every time. I just don't retain information. I don't keep the recordings. I don't know. I'd have to go back and look at all of these lives on YouTube just to sort of, I don't have the time to do that, honestly. So I don't remember what I told you, piano. So I'm just going to just answer your question based on the question you're asking me right now, which is, should I be looking for another job, career? Being a pianist is very hard in these COVID times. Well, I mean, being and doing anything in these COVID times is hard. So, should I be looking for another job or career? I mean, you're the only one that can answer that question. Or if you're unhappy and you want to make a change, then you got to make a change. Here's what I will say. If you do choose to make a change, because, you can supplement income. I don't know why you have to change. You can always supplement. But if you are going to make a change, a complete and total change, make sure it's something that you're passionate about. Don't let it be a soul-sucking job. Don't let it be a soul-sucking job, because then you're just going to be really angry at yourself. And then you're going to have to teach yourself self-compassion. And it's just going to be a hot mess. So if you do choose to change your job, you should find something and do something that you truly love, resonate, connect with, and enjoy doing, okay? Especially in these COVID times. In lockdown, look, I'm in LA, so it's a hot mess out here from what they're reporting. I'll be honest. I feel like there's a lot that the media is just fucking shit up. I don't know. I don't believe everything the media says. My spidey senses tell me there are some not truths being told. But in lockdown, we're stuck with ourselves. And then if we have our own little pod, we're stuck with our pods. So we're there all the time. Same people, same thing, right? So we want to be doing things that we enjoy. Mine happens to be eating. I've put on weight. I've gotten chunkier in quarantine. That's just the way it is. So if you're going to be doing something, just make sure that you enjoy it, because once again, being in lockdown and the same thing over and over again, you got to make sure that you're doing things that you enjoy. Okay? There you go. JV. Hey, how are you? Hey, JV. I'm okay. I'm just okay, honestly. Love to say I'm much better, but I'm just meh. There you go. Will my internship in IT next year lead to a full-time position? Happy Christmas. Thank you. I do feel like there's growth. Yes, I like this. I feel like it's pretty good. This, if I were to shake the magic 8-ball, it would say all signs point to yes. As of this conversation. So as of today, December 21st, it's a yes. It can change by next week based on everybody's God-given gift of free will. So I do feel like you're definitely on track for a full-time position. So good for you, JB. Laurel Shaw. Hi, Terrie. Happy solstice. Happy solstice. Will the guy I like eventually be interested in a romantic relationship with me, or should I just move on? I think you should just move on. That's what it feels like. Look, he can always come back if he wants, right? It's not like you're going to completely close up shop. But when you're saying, should I move on? Yeah, you should move on. You should not be waiting for anybody. That means you are keeping yourself stuck. So you go do you. You do all the things that you need to do and let him jump on your train when he's ready. So will he eventually be interested? Who knows? Listen, energy is changing so fast these days that literally people are yes, no, yes, no, yes, no, yes, no within minutes. Okay. Not even days, not weeks and not years. People are literally shifting, evolving, and changing within minutes. So I wouldn't wait for him. I would just go ahead and move on. You'll be a lot happier. Now, that doesn't mean if he does choose to come back that you won't let him on. Let him hop on board if he wants, but at least at that point, you'll know he wants to ride the train with you, right? So hopefully that helps. Wilhelmina, I'm 18. Oh, good. You're 18 because this is only for 18 and up. I don't know yet what I want to do for a living. The profession of midwife has been on my mind for some time. Will I be good at it? As in, do I have what it takes? I love the idea of midwifery for anybody who is curious. Because what midwifery is you have to understand the human body knows what it's supposed to do, right? And women's bodies are built to get pregnant, host a child, grow a child, and then deliver a child. So that's what the human body is supposed to do. Now, when there is very little interruption and there's calm and peace, the body does what it needs to do in its own time beautifully. So the idea of a midwife to me is a lot of support. Now, granted, yeah, you're there for more than just support, but because the human body, because women's bodies know what needs to be done, it's not like you have to do a lot unless there are complications, right? And if you create an environment, I used to assist in births in regards to hypnobirthing. So I would hypnotize women and it would help them with their contractions. And it helps take the stress away from the birthing process, because a lot of women are scared, especially when it's their first baby, right? And what's going on down there is a lot of it is muscular contractions, right? And muscles contract or expand. And when we're in fear, we release catecholamines. So that means we constrict, right? So if you've got this really tight area that is constricting instead of expanding, and you have like, right, so you have a hole this big, right? And you have a head this big, it's like, this is what's going on, right? You want it to be able to relax so that the muscles expand. So when you're in an environment where you can just chill, relax, like at home, even birthing centers, even in like a water bath kind of situation, most women, not all women, but most women will relax and allow their bodies, their muscles to do what they're supposed to do. Remember, the body does what it's supposed to do when it's not being told, I'm scared, right? Then the nervous system gets all activated. So being a midwife can actually be really a great job, because you're there to assist and to help her calm down and keep her cool and to, help her keep her body moving the way it is and support. Yeah, every once in a while there are problems, and then if that's the case, you go to the hospital. I was in several births where we had to go to the hospital, but everything ended up fine. Baby and mom, totally fine. So I love midwifery because it really does help with support, and it helps women. And a lot of partners, whether they're male or female, are so nervous and scared for their partner that it's harder for them to help and assist their partner. So again, another really great reason for a midwife. So I don't care how old you are. I'm glad you're 18. Wilhelmina, because then, you have a whole lifetime to get really good at this. So I do think that if this is in your interest, go for it. Absolutely go for it. Any any position that can help a woman in child labor, help her feel better about her giving birth, well, for crying out loud, why not? So go for it, Wilhelmina. Go for it. Okay. Okay, Nora, you're asking a question for your brother, which I can totally respect, but I've answered a lot of your questions on these lives. And so I may come back to your question if I get a chance, but I want to let some other people who haven't had any questions answered, I want to give them a chance to get their questions answered. So please try and not take it personal that I'm going to try and come back to your question. I'm not saying, no, I won't answer your question. I'm going to try and come back to it. But if it was a question for you, it might be a little bit different. But because I've answered several of your questions already, I just want to try and make this as fair as possible to people. Okay, Nora? So please don't be too angry. Kimberly. Hi, Terrie. Hi, Kimberly. Alex. Okay. Hey, Terrie. Hope life is treating you well. Can't complain. Well, that's not true. I can complain about a lot of things. I recently moved to Europe and I'm starting a new job. Hoping you can tell me what you feel is going to be my biggest challenge with the new job. I feel like the job isn't going to be a challenge. You're standing in your own way. I feel like there's something about you with other people. You know what I'm getting? On Netflix, there was this show called Emily in Paris. I think that's what it was. Was it Emily? It's a recent one where she moves to Paris and she just, it's culturally just different and she's just doing her merry way. And so I kind of feel like there may be some challenges with some of your coworkers, but it's on them. It's like they have preconceived notions of how you might be. So what I would do if I were you is I would just make sure that you smile a lot. Now, I'm not telling you you're not friendly by that at all, but there's something about the smile that disarms people. So if they have a preconceived notion about you, that means they're already being judgy McJudgy over you, which sucks. And it's not fair, but there's something about a smile that is disarming. So what I would do if I were you is I would smile as much as possible. That's what I would do. That's the information that's coming up. So hopefully that helps. All right. Khalid, I was advised to study nursing. Will my studies take off in 2021 or what should I do? I don't understand your question, Khalid. I was advised, there's too much going on there. If you want to try and restructure that, and if I have time to go through it, like as I go through, if I have time to get back to it, I will. But it's too confusing for me, and I really need laser focused. I don't quite understand your question, okay? Serena, your question is just too vague. I'm so sorry. You're going to have to get a lot more tight, okay? Morgan, did my grandma Pat hear me as I talked to her on the phone to say goodbye as she was actively dying? Yes, she did. Now, here's the thing, Morgan. I am not tapping into her mediumistically. I just want to be clear. I'm tapping into your energy. So this is a psychic connection that I'm doing that with. So I just want to just make sure that you understand that and it's clear because I don't do mediumship readings during lives, okay? At least as of this point, I don't do that. But Morgan, I do feel that. Now, I don't know if you know this or not, and I don't know if you can find this information out, but I also feel like she might have put her hand on her heart or on her chest as she was hearing you. Or someone else had their hand on their heart, on their chest, or maybe as you were talking to her, you had your hand on your heart or your chest. There's something about that being done either to her, she did it to herself, someone's doing it to her, or you were doing it yourself while you were talking to her on the phone. But I just do feel like there was a lot of love exchanged. And what I mean by exchange is I do feel like she received love from you. So yes, I really feel strongly about that. So hopefully that makes you feel better, Morgan. Olga says, hello, hello. Colton, hey, boo. Hey, boo. Thank you for the reading you gave me. The universe sent him. Oh, I'm so excited. excited. Good for you, Colton. Yay. Thanks for reporting that. That makes me really happy. Yay. Kimberly W says, good answer. All right. Colton, any wisdom for the relationship? Just keep yes-anding. Just keep moving forward. Don't get stuck in something and then dwell. Okay. That's the best advice that I can give you. Okay, Eureka, since I'm going to be giving you a reading, I'm going to pass your question. Okay, I'm going to be personally reading you, so I am skipping over your question. Alicia, will school be okay and steady? It's a little vague, but it's not vague. I feel like I can tell you that it's going to be rocky. So no, I don't feel like it's going to be steady. Will it be okay? Yes. So my definition of okay is I feel like you'll get through the year or you'll complete whatever needs to be completed, but steady, no. It'll be up and down emotionally. So that's the information that I can give you. Okay. Okay, Sartorius, I'm going to be reading for you, so I'm skipping over your question. Sorry, you guys. If you have readings scheduled, I am going to skip over your questions. I'm so excited, and I'm so grateful that you are here, so thank you. But I am skipping over your questions so that we have something to talk about during our session. Okay, Kimberly W. Didn't I just read for you, or didn't I just do something for you? Oh, you just said good answer. Okay, you didn't. Okay. Kimberly W. Do you see me getting my visa to stay in the UK the next 3 months? Yes. 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 So there you go. Kelsey. Hey, Terrie. What energetic gift should I be tapping more into 2021? I feel like you should be playing around with telepathy. Have fun with that and let me know how that works out for you because that sounds like a lot of fun. Okay. Pepper. My question is, will I get a new job? Not just a job, but a job by January. And thank you for doing this live reading every week. You're very welcome. By January, I don't feel that. Now, I want to be wrong if you really want a job. But by January, I just don't feel that. There's a possibility mid to late February is what I'm getting. So just stay open, don't give up, stay positive, and stay in the frequencies of what it will feel like for you to manifest that job, okay? Okay, so Ashley was able to clarify her question here, it looks like, or maybe not. She's saying, thank you, Terrie. Sorry for the multiple questions. I'll remember not to do that next time. Also trying hard to win your spot the difference challenge. I get it. I know. I hope your migraine goes away. Me too. Kimberly's in lockdown in London. Yes. So you feel me, sister. Piano Finger says, haha, I was referring to your feeling of despair and repair for the week of the 21st. But thank you for answering my question. You're welcome. Clarissa, hi, Terrie. Hello, Clarissa. Sending happy vibes. Thank you. I will take each and every happy vibe. In this amazing time of the Jupiter-Saturn conjunction winter solstice, is there anything specific I should manifest? You should be manifesting all the time. Anything specific? What I would do is I would work on myself first before I worked on the collective. So in other words, take care of yourself first. Put the mask, the breathing mask on you first before you work on other people. Yes, we are in the beginnings of the age of Aquarius where we do start thinking about other people, but we're only as good for other people as we are good for ourselves. So you should be working on yourself first. Manifest the things that you want for yourself first. And I would practice creating reality. That's really what I would do. So hopefully that helps. Desiree Gumuccio. God, I hope I didn't butcher your name, Desiree. Hi, Terrie. Do you see me and my family moving soon? I don't know what your definition of soon is, but it does not feel like within the next 6 months. So if you were thinking anywhere between 6 months, it just doesn't feel that way. I want to be wrong. If you want me to be wrong, I want to be wrong. I just don't feel it. All right, Desiree, thank you so much for stopping by and for saying hi and answering your question. Whoa. Okay. Whoa. What's going on here? All right. Natalia, HB. Hi, Terrie. Hi. Will I have a baby in 2021? Thank you. From Bogota, Colombia. I don't feel that. I don't feel like 2021 is the year you'll have a baby. You might conceive towards the end of 2021, but I don't feel, as of this conversation, I don't feel that. But if you work on creating your own reality, you can probably do it, just because we have more control, and we're made in the image of the divine, So God creates. We're in his or her image, right? So we can create. And the woman, her body is made to create. So, it just doesn't feel like it's a potential or possibility right now, but don't hang on to the words that I say. See if you can create a different reality. Okay? Laurel Shaw, thanks so much. That's tremendously helpful. Oh, good. I'm so happy, Laurel. That's wonderful. The Phaedrius. Hey, Terrie. Hey, I'm new here. Welcome. It's wonderful to have come across your channel. Oh, I'm so glad. You are making waves. I hope so. Thank you. My question, I've been in a rut for some time, even with this. Will my career take off next year? I don't know what your definition of career takeoff is. I feel like there's not a lot of adventure to your career. I feel like you are an adventurous person who would do really well and thrive in more travel opportunities. Now, granted, COVID is active, so that's kind of putting a damper on things. So if your current job has travel opportunities that's just sort of subdued because of COVID, then, you may want to stick with it. But if not, once COVID clears up, I just feel like you need to be in a job where you're dealing with a lot of people, you're traveling. To me, Phaedrius, you just come off as someone who is an explorer, and that also could be a reason why you're feeling kind of like stuck. So that's the best way I can answer this question, because your definition of career taking off may be different than mine, but that's what I feel like. That's what you need. Okay. Dolls 1. Hi, Terrie. Hello, Dolls. I've been attracted to someone for quite some time. Am I wasting time, and should I move on from my feelings? So here's the thing, you guys, and I feel like you can piggyback on what I said earlier. I can't remember who I said it to. Our partners, or our desired partners, need to be interested in us in the now, okay? Not at some point in the past, and not with the hoping in the future. Right? We have to be as present as possible to create reality. Okay. This now moment is where we are creating a timeline. This now moment is the dimensional reality that we are in. If the folks that we're interested in are not holding hands with us right now in the now moment, we move on. Or not necessarily move on, we continue moving forward. If they choose to have themselves in the now moment hop on our train, by all means, go for it. But we don't wait for anybody. No. We don't wait for anybody. We don't slow our lives down for anybody. We have value in the now moment. We have an offer in the now moment. And anybody who chooses to take us up on that offer, beautiful, because you have worth, right? And you deserve to have that worthiness reflected back to you in your outer world. So if your partner, this guy or gal or whoever you're attracted to, for quite some time, is not on your timeline, well, guess what? You just keep moving forward. So you do you, boo. If at any point this person wants to jump on, you are able to, totally capable. You can completely and totally allow them to jump on to that now moment at that time and play with you. It's that simple. You don't wait for anybody. And you don't have to be mean or rude about it. You're just like, hey, I'm here if you need me. You let me know. So you're putting the ball in their court, but you're not giving them control because you're doing you. You're traveling on your timeline. You're creating your reality. You're not waiting for somebody to realize in a future timeline. You want them to travel with you in the now moment, and if they can't, that's fine. There's nothing to say they can't hop on into your now moment later on, right? So no. And it's not like you can move on with your feelings, dolls. You move on with your actions. You move on with your life. Your heart isn't a light switch. It's not like you just go up. What you do is you continue moving forward. You don't stay stuck in your life waiting for this person to step into your now moment. You continue with your reality and you just give them the option to hop on when they want to. Okay? So that's how you roll, right? Right. Janet. Hi, Terrie. Hello. Will my daughter, husband, and I become closer and stronger as a family unit this year? Well, there's not that much time left for this year. Yeah, and when you're wording it this year, you're really limiting yourself. And I do feel like there is a separation. There might be a location separation too. I don't know if your daughter lives with you or not, or is like going away at school, or there's something. Someone is not. There's some sort of separation. It could be emotional separation. When you say this year, at face value, I say no, not this year. But you have to understand, repair doesn't just happen boom like this, right? Repair takes time. Time exists in the third dimension of reality because of space, right? So if you guys are not connected, there's a gap between you guys. So in order to close that gap, it takes time. So if you're already noticing that the gap is totally existing still, be patient. And remember, repair can always be done, okay? There has to be leeway in every party. So you have to have partners in this. So if you don't have partners in it, it's not going to happen. But I don't feel like this is going to happen this year, to answer your question, okay? There you go, Janet. Wilhelmina says, thank you. You're welcome. Maya, yes. Emily in Paris, loved that show. It was cute, huh? Yeah. Kunch, JL. I've broken up in a relationship 3 years back and we are still in contact and keeps feeling like there is something left. Could you please give me some guidance in my love life? Okay, are you asking about this? See, this is a great example of not a clear question, Kunch, so I can't answer this. So I'm going to have to push on. Are you asking just generally about your love life? If that's the case, I can't answer that question because it's just too general and I don't have enough time. If you're asking specifically about getting back together with him, that's a whole other question, but there's too much going on in your question and I can't answer it. So I really need to have, I have to reel you guys in. I can't do that. Okay. So I can't answer your question right now. If there's time at the end, I'll try and get back to your question. Okay. Alex 21. Thanks, Terrie. You're welcome. Emily Woodall. Hello. My friend seems to be drifting away from me. I don't know if I should put more effort into the relationship. She doesn't seem to put in the same effort as me. Well, this we can actually apply that same information because I do feel like there comes a point where I feel like you're just really loving and you're affectionate. And I feel like all you would really want to do is just hug her and hold her and love up on her, not necessarily in a romantic way. Just, I don't want you to feel all weird about that. But I just feel like she's got a lot going on. And if there was, and I do feel like there was a miscommunication or something, she hasn't quite gotten over it. You're able to move on because you're a love bunny. And you're just like, to me, it's just not worth it. Like you can see bigger past it. And I feel like she can't see past it. So she's stuck. And so that's why it's like she's pulling back where it feels like you're drifting away because you're like, I'm over this. And you like keep coming back and she's like pulling back more because she's not over this because she's stuck in it. So I would not put more effort into this friendship at all. I would wait. This is what I would do. I would apply that same logic, that same implementation that I was giving for those two other relationship questions, where in the now moment, you do you, right? Emily is Emilying. And your friend, if she wants to, she's more than welcome to join you in the now moment and come together. I just don't feel like she's capable yet. She still has some healing to do or to get over it. So I wouldn't be surprised if the space between you guys does widen because you just don't feel like she's where you're at. So it's going to take a lot of compassion on your end, compassion for yourself and compassion for where she is, because you two are not on the same page. So as soon as you guys get on the same page, you guys will be traveling in the same reality together on the same timeline. You guys are just not on the same page, not on the same reality right now. And there's nothing wrong with that. We don't put any judgment on it. It just is. It's just energy. Right now, the energies are not necessarily in attraction mode. And that's okay. That's okay. So you just keep doing you, okay? And, you can leave the door open for her to walk through that same timeline and to join you on your timeline, okay? There you go, Emily. Morgan, it does make me feel better. Thanks so much. You're very welcome. Okay. Serena Savola. I know, sorry. I don't know what that means. I know, sorry. Okay. Yay? I don't know. Should I major in education? I do like education for you. I do like education for you, but when it comes to education, I don't feel like you should be with such little kids. So maybe more like high school. If you're going to be a teacher, maybe more high school, even maybe a professor. I don't feel like you have enough patience for the little ones. So hopefully that helps. Kendra. Hi, Terrie. Family member is in a toxic relation right now, and we are trying to get her help with the help. Will the help work? Will it get better? They got to make their own decisions. You and your family need to stay out of their business. I feel like you guys make it worse. I'm so sorry for just being so blunt. I don't sugarcoat. I don't BS. If they're in a toxic relationship, that's her human experience or his human experience. That's your family member's experience right now. You can choose to jump onto their timeline, just like I was saying, or to jump off of the timeline and not be a part of it. But this is too much enmeshment when your whole family is trying to get involved. Let them do them. It's not going to help right now at all. So no, it will not get better, and it does not help unless you just say you have your own experience. You need to learn your lesson. And yeah, that might mean your family member gets hurt, gets fucked over or something, but it's their experience. You can be there to support them after, right? But you can do it and not say, I told you so, because that's not going to help. Everybody here is here in human form to have their own experience so that they can remember who they are. Let your family member remember who they are without having to take on that experience for yourself. Is it worth the drama and the chaos? No. No, just be there for them without judgment. This feels like it could be a cultural thing too. Like this is just the way the cultures are. All right, you guys. So that's the way, that's how that's going to be. I'm going to take one more reading because I have to prep for a private reading that I have coming up. So I'm going to take one more last question here. Eureka, thanks, Terrie. Can't wait. You're welcome. Thank you for understanding. Suleiman Ali Khan, love you, Terrie. Thank you for all the positivity. Oh, you're very welcome. KCF. So KCF's question is going to be the last question here. Hi, Terrie. Hi, Casey. What career path should I go down? General question, but she saves it with, I'm considering real estate. So at least I can tap into real estate with her. Here's the thing. What I like about real estate for you, what I like is the sales ability or the sales, aspect of it, because I feel like you are a people person. And, you know, to do sales, you have to have, generally speaking, you have to like people. You have to like conversing with them. And I feel like you're really good with people, you know? So the thing about real estate that I like is that you have to sell houses, right? So I think you would do fine in real estate. I actually think you would do fine in sales in general. And sales is the same practice, whether you're selling media, whether you're selling cars, houses, whether you're selling products, whatever it is, it's the same process. So cultivate the sales process and you're going to do just fine. All right. All right, you guys, thank you so much for joining me. If I didn't get to your question or if I had to push your question back, just know that next week you have to ask a different question. Okay. I'm very limited. I try to get it to as many people as possible. If you do want something more more personal, then go ahead and book a private one-on-one reading with me. Okay. But in these are just general. I'm just, I'm here to do what I can with the amount of time that I can. So there you go. All right, you guys, stay connected. Stay connected to your friends and family. Stay connected to yourself. And of course, stay connected to me. And I'll see you guys next week, next Monday. All right. Have a great week. Next Monday is going to be the last live of 2020. Holy shit. All right, you guys. Bye.